freedom fighters fighting for freedom. Freedom fighters on the Magnavox Odyssey 2, copyright 1982. This is easily one of the best games on the Magnavox Odyssey 2. Most of the arcade-style games on the Odyssey 2 aren't terribly exciting. I think the system seems to do a better job with games that utilize the keyboard, but this one is terrific. And watching it on screen may not really convey the full amount of fun that I'm having playing this game. The Odyssey 2 joystick is surprisingly good for games like this. Sadly, there just aren't very many of them on the Odyssey 2. There is a storyline, and I'll get to that in a moment, but the object is to shoot everything on screen. Beige star-like things give you 5 points, the white bomb mine things give you 1 point, and if you can fly into and rescue the purple cube-like things, you get 20 points. This is the game cartridge and the instruction manual for freedom fighters, because these guys are fighting for their freedom from confinement within confinement crystals. Rescue prisoners of the Pulsars from deep space confinement crystals. You'd think they'd come up with a more clever name for their confinement crystals, like devious torture cubes or something, I don't know. Anyway, check it out. I think that that's Ohio being blown off the planet. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's take a look at the storyline for this. It's on the box, which is a little beat up here, so... but this is the only place you can get the story. It's not in the instruction manual. Freedom Fighters. You command a starship of the Earth Federation Rescue Fleet. Your mission is to free your captured comrades from the Pulsar Empire's deep space confinement crystals. They are guarded by Pulsar warships which attack you with constellations of hunter-killer drone mines. Unique space conflict simulation! Exclamation point. One hand control activates conventional space drive, the other warps your craft through hyperspace. They always brag about digital scoring with the Odyssey 2, but this is my favorite. I've never seen this before. Full sync sound action. Like, what are they expecting people to think the sound comes on a separate tape reel? These guys were marketing geniuses. You gotta love the fact that you can enter your name, or any name, as a high score for this game and a few others. KC Munchkin is one of those games in particular. And I just accidentally shot one of the people trapped within the confinement death cube. It's impossible not to think about Superman 2 when I see those things. Moving on, like many Magnavox Odyssey 2 games, you do not get extra lives. You only get one life per game. What kind of realism is that? The games are fast and short, and it really doesn't matter because I just got so into this game when I was playing it. It's not one that I had back in the day. I recently found this one on eBay for a few dollars, and it's so worth it. I highly recommend this one for fans of games like Defender or Robotron or old school arcade titles, because it really feels like an old school arcade game. I don't believe that Freedom Fighters is available on any other game consoles. I think it's a Magnavox exclusive. And it's a shame that there aren't more games like this one on the Odyssey 2. You can play with two joysticks and it gives you a hyperspace thing, but it's practically impossible to play with two joysticks because they just sort of slide around the table. They're not very big joysticks. But at the same time, you also can't hold two of them at once easily and still use the fire button unless you have four arms. If you have an O2 and you've already played KC Munchkin for weeks on end and you're looking for some new games, this is one to pick up.